Welcome back to Emblem Hunter. We're gonna look at some certifications right now, see if we can't get anything. Yeah, the downside with going to Lances is like, a male unit is like, that's Paladin. It's honestly your best option. Thing as Wyvern doesn't require high lance. All these cavalry classes require a low lance rank. And this doesn't even require a lance rank, and this is the only other class with lance spare. Because you're meant to go through heavy armor to get through this. Felix is fine. We don't. Those aren't good enough odds for me to chance. Come on, get me that war cleric. And it sucks because I can't use gauntlets in a magic class for whatever reason. You just can't. Got Wyvern Lord Ingrid here. I'll wait till I have more axe rank. I can get a Swordmaster Petro now. I'd have to go and buy some seals first, though. I should actually do that. Item, buy, sell first. All these stat boosters, and I still haven't used them. Stat booster everywhere, but not a reason to use them. Alright, not this. These. I'll buy 7. I need to go and do... I'll do this. There's no reason not to.
I have success.
And Swordmaster Ignatz. There!
Perfect comprehension.
Yes, more strength. That'll be beneficial for the paralog with her and, what's his face? I'll go grab her. And grab that while we're here.
I passed?
Getting close to that. It's not a very good class. Like, Sylvain might be able to make use of it, seeing as he has Seraphim, but that's only if I want to go after monsters. And the only other thing nice here is that nullifying damages from terrain. It's only good on like the next map. Hey, there's my sword master.
I've set my...
That should be beneficial later down the line. I'm looking for classes to get into and use. And let's also pop these.
Sylvain. Hello. Why am I happy? Ah, there it is.
And let's begin this chapter. The ambush at Alel.
Having received the Kingdom Army's plea for aid, Rodrigue has agreed to provide soldiers. In order to meet up with their reinforcements, the Kingdom Army sets out for Alel, the Valley of Torment.
This valley isn't a place I'd care to return to.
After the chilliness of Fargus, I can't seem to adjust to this extreme heat.
Historically, there have been battles whose outcomes were determined in part by the climate. You can't argue that this heat isn't a factor.
I can. This is a
In
strategy
days like
game.
this, who knows what will become of our morale?
Professor, be honest. How are you holding up?
I never imagined it'd be like this.
Monks once used this area as an ascetic training ground because of the intense environment. They say Alel was born of the goddess's rage.
I hadn't heard that before.
If you believe the legends, this valley is evidence of the goddess's judgment, passed on humanity for its corruption. The forest that once covered the surrounding area was burnt to ash by a pillar of light that descended from the heavens. That legend fueled belief in a place of torment between our world and the next, where one's sins are purified in the cleansing flames.
Nonsense. Sins are not so easily washed away.
Indeed, and there are no accounts of such a place in Scripture. Yet those who cannot face their own sins have no choice but to cling to the idea.
I just don't think I can take this heat anymore. I think I'm starting to see things. Those mountains over there. Is it just me? Or is there a group of people gathered there?
No. It would seem you are not hallucinating after all. Are those Rodriguez soldiers? No. But their banner is that of... No. It can't be.
It can!
House Rose banner. They curried favor with that witch and sold out Fargus.
We messed up. There must have been a spy among us. Will you have us meet them in battle, or wait for Rodrigue to arrive?
There is only one option. How kind of them to save us the trouble of killing them later.
Aren't they former allies?
Never call those traitors our allies again. That banner belongs to the Grey Lion. It's a waste of breath to exchange words with one such as him.
His Highness is correct. He is not an opponent whom we can expect to negotiate with. Everyone, prepare for the attack!
You got it! Okay. If I remember correctly, this guy right here, or this, I think it's this one, yeah. You can tell if they're a replacement unit if they have a master seal for stealing on here. But this would be Ash if this were a different route. We got the boss right here, and we have a group up here. Yeah, you're gonna double him no matter what. He's a pretty easy boss. The challenge is actually getting to this chest before you kill him, because he moves.
Well, come back.
I do the...
Thanks a bunch. Come back.
That. Valid. Map. Save. And let's begin this map.
The Valley of Torment. Perhaps a good place to finish off my life as a knight. Only if that puny force of children is able to kill me, of course. That man who raises the lion's flag? Lord Gwendol. He is an elder knight who serves House Rogue. Gwendol would, without thought, fight any battle if ordered. There is no chance of negotiating with him. Aelel is a deadly place. Flames burst from the ground with no warning. Sane people usually avoid it.
So the flames of torment burn your sins, your life, your everything. If you wish to spare yourself the goddess's wrath, tread lightly. What's the plan?
Gambit.
You can do it! Do it! You got this!
Ready when you are. You took me lightly.
I'd be honored. It was the only
I'll
way.
be taking that killer bow.
I'm getting close.
I'll comply.
I'll cut through. What's my strategy? This could turn the tides.
I'm your girl. I do this for all of us.
fought well.
At your service.
All is going to plan.
There.
I'm in.
I had to protect my friends.
Nice.
I don't expect forgiveness.
And that's why we Nosferatu together.
I'll use this power for the greater good.
Oh, I just noticed this guy. Oh, he's got a concoction for me. I'll get that later. First, I want what's in this chest. Voltex. Right.
What did you expect? I fully...
That's an interesting skill.
I'm sorry.
too weak for this world. Injuries mean nothing. Eventually, I too will fall. Watch and learn. Allow me to demonstrate. All is going to plan.
What's next?
Always something new to look.
Nice.
I'll be home again soon.
There we go.
I'm continuing. Give the goddess my regards, yeah?
There we go.
I must lead them well.
Magic.
I'm still here.
I'll comply.
Nice.
Yeah, that will work.
Here we go. Attack them from both sides.
What did you expect?
Careful.
Stay alive, Bernie.
Yeah!
Still here.
Gotta pick one off.
Very good.
Thanks.
There's no turning back now.
See you in the eternal flames.
It was the only way.
Next try.
You knew the odds.
Ah, Gwendol.
I'll end this quickly.
It is done. Onward.
Haven't we?
I need to get my avatar up to him along with,
Garrett Mock.
The
Dimitri.
shield of Fargus has appeared. We can expect more out of him than the young ones.
I must pull through.
You took me lightly.
Take that. Chest. That's a silver shield for me. Never had Gwendol get this far. doing here? One-shotting an net?
Thanks. All right, next.
Are you killing? Oh, good! You leave him on 1 HP. Oh, then I dance here. And move you up 1.
I'm in.
Does a whelp like you really expect to kill me?
Yes! You're
I
too
am
slow!
Randall, the Grey Lion, a knight by the hand of Count Rowe. Do your worst.
Thanks, now I can get myself a legendary blade. Oh yeah, you don't have a taco dog. Just my left.
To meet you in a place like this. No, that won't do. I'll leave the talking until after the battle. Here's a small souvenir for you. Put it to good use.
This sword. This is the sword I expect Felix to have when he makes his way to Heroes. If he doesn't, I'll be sorely disappointed. Anyways, we can just end this map right now. Just gonna gain as much experience as possible.
I must steel myself.
I'm sorry.
Hey, level up for,
Still had room to
Gilbert.
Okay, I'm gonna do it!
Nice!
Pretty good, huh? Seems like
Good work.
Now we're gonna show off that boss combo I was talking about before.
My work's not done.
Yeah, that's fine. I just want to get more healing XP.
So helpful.
And let's slap you.
So, you've chosen to turn your blade against the Count.
Never thought I'd see the day.
And yet you are seeing it, aren't you? Say what you will. I know your true feelings for me. Sure, you watched my back by order of the Count. But you cared too. You were the only one who treated me as an equal.
That is all in the past. This is no time for misplaced sentimentality. I must do what I came here to do.
You've had your fun.
So I have found a place to die. Young ones, I thank you.
There we go.
A hard life sharpens the senses.
It is the way of knights to follow their master's orders without argument. Lord Gwendol was a good man.
And now he's dead.
Now he is just a corpse, nothing more. Let's go. Rodrigue is waiting for us.
My, thank you so much.
It's been too long, Your Highness. But try to temper your joy, will you? This
Yep.
is a war after all.
To say such a thing at a time like this. You have not changed one bit.
Don't let looks deceive you. I've had a rough go of it ever since I crossed blades with those traitors in Ferdiad. When I heard you'd been executed, I rushed there as fast as I could, blind with fury. When I got there, I was fed some garbage about not being able to see your body. The next thing I knew, I was gripping my blade and... Gilbert, you have done well to locate His Highness. I am truly grateful. And you, I have you to thank as well.
Yes. As his professor, it was my duty.
Well, we are in your debt.
Duty.
I will repay you for this someday, I swear it. And you, Felix, you have also done well to bring His Highness here.
Tell us all you know, Rodrigue.
I'm afraid there's not much to tell. You are aware that the western region of the kingdom was taken by the Empire, correct?
Yes, so I have heard. They are now calling it the Fargus Dukedom.
I wonder if
Some
Dimitri is
nonsense.
actually missing
You
an
know that
eye,
much,
or if he's using
and the
his
rest
eye
won't
patch
take long.
like he's a pirate.
Enemy or not, it's undeniable
Because
that Cornelius'
pirates
plan
had
was nothing short
one
of
have
genius.
covered with an eye
For seizing
patch.
power,
That
she
way they'd
invited
have
the
better
Imperial
night
army
vision
to
down
Ferdiad.
below deck, where it's
There
always
she
dark.
reorganized her troops and then sent soldiers to hunt me down.
So he has
Because of that,
an eye
we were
patch
forced
here,
to act defensively.
so he
And now
can
we're being forced
have
into a
better
difficult
vision
battle.
at night
She's been controlling the
and
situation
keep
all
an
along.
eye out for it.
So
for
that's
enemies.
been the witch's plan from the start. I should have killed her ages ago.
It takes a moment for people
Your
to,
Highness,
like,
Ferdiad
it takes a
is in
hot
terrible
minute
state right now.
for someone to
tyranny
get
is
their
unbearable,
natural night
And so the
vision.
rebellions are endless. Refugees starve to death in the streets. If I may speak freely, Your Highness, we should change course for Ferdiad and take down those traitors before we embark to Enbar.
There's no time for that. We must annihilate Enbar before all else.
Think this through. I understand wanting to destroy the Empire and the Emperor. I want that so much it hurts. But which is more important, the dead or the living?
Silence!
Calling out
No,
Dimitri.
You will hear me out.
Are you asking me? Asking the dead to forgive that woman?
No, I would not ask that of you. What I am asking is that you allow us to prioritize the kingdom capital over the imperial capital for now. As Lambert's close and trusted friend, I am confident that he would have advised the same.
Do not dare to put words in the mouths of the dead. They are your words alone, even if you borrow their lips. Until I offer
Same
that
with you,
woman
Dimitri,
death,
my
I will
boy.
be a slave to his lingering regret and hatred. Even now, he suffers. It is ceaseless.
As we waste time with idle chatter, his suffering continues. You are my king, our king. Wherever you lead, we will follow. But your highness, there are those who take up their sword in the name of revenge and yet along the way lose the strength and composure to follow through. You would do well to bear that in mind.
Agreed. He would.
Ah, I nearly forgot. Take this, your highness. The time has come for it to be wielded by its true master.
Eretvar, the hero's relic once wielded by my father.
The very same. I managed to steal it back from one of Cornelia's underlings in Ferdiad.
Understated as ever, Father. It must have been a true struggle to get it back.
I am grateful, my friend.
Gilbert, Professor?
Yes, Lance.
May I request something of you? I wish to fight at
yes,
your side.
Dimitri, one of the best combat arts that he could ever have.
I expected it would come to this, so I left those matters to my younger brother. He has my complete faith. I must keep my promise to our fallen king.
The only Lord combat art that is better is Edelgard's.
A very old one. I swore it nearly 10 years ago. Now then, your highness, let's destroy the Empire together. My men and I will spare no effort. I pray that you are right, and that this will save the kingdom.
The Eric bar allows the user to use atrocity. Actually, nah. It's so hard to decide which one to just leave. We'll go with this.
Our orders are to capture Enbar by striking the enemy stronghold directly. How familiar are you with the geography of Fodlan?
Not very familiar.
The kingdom and the empire are separated by the impassable Ogma Mountains. Legend has it that Seg Saros once crossed over those mountains to fight against the Fell King Nemesis.
So they're not
But
impossible.
don't fool yourself. Leading a large army over such steep mountains would be near impossible.
In order to infiltrate the Empire, we have no choice but to go around the mountains, either to the east or to the west.
Let's go west!
I believe that may be difficult. After all, the western region of the kingdom is already loyal to the Empire. Perhaps we should consider going east, using the route that passes through Alliance territory.
The Alliance is currently split in two.
Your choices really matter, my guys.
Against it. Leading the
Your
Imperial
choices
faction is House
really
Regan,
matter.
While House Regan leads those who oppose. We should take advantage of their internal conflict and proceed east along the mountains until we reach the Great Bridge of Myrden in Alliance territory.
Why there?
The Aramid River divides Alliance and Empire territory. There are many large bridges that cross it. However, the Great Bridge of Myrden is by far the largest, and it is also closest to the monastery. I believe you crossed that bridge 5 years ago on your journey to the Battle of the Eagle and Lion.
Yeah, but there's no map previously to it. What if the Empire and Alliance both attack?
I'm afraid it's a possibility, but it's still more practical than passing through the west.
Perhaps our next move should be to contact House Regan and request their cooperation.
Do you think they'll help us?
Claude of House Regan is the leader of the Alliance and is firmly against the Empire. They are the enemy of our enemy. In other words, hopefully, a friend.
Are you suggesting that we ask House Regan to engage the Gloucester soldiers?
I am. If we take the bridge, then House Gloucester will no longer be able to receive support from the Empire. There's no way a man as wise as Claude would refuse our request.
And once we manage to capture the Great Bridge and gain a foothold into the Empire,
then we cross Gronder Field and head south toward Enbar.
But if we get attacked from both sides, we'll have to fight people from the Alliance, won't we?
Of course, if we get blocked in by the Alliance, we'll have to fight our way out. That means you'll have to cross blades with your old schoolmates.
If you do not wish to kill familiar faces, do not tarry over the corpses of the dead.
Good advice.
Prepare yourselves. It is time to steal your souls for the task at hand.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Part 2.
Rose-colored river.
Lone Moon. The rose-colored river.
It's because all the dead bodies that we toss into it.
The Kingdom Army meets with Rodrigue in Aelel, the Valley of Torment. With the strength of House Fraldarius on their side, the time to invade the Empire is finally at hand.
Rodrigue.
Even though it's in ruins, in some strange way, this monastery never truly changes, does it?
Yeah.
I studied at the Officers' Academy when I was young. Those memories come rushing back whenever I return. What are you doing here at this hour anyway?
I couldn't sleep.
It's the same for me. Perhaps you'll allow me to join you. Much appreciated. I keep recalling my eldest son. He was quite gifted. In fact, he was appointed a knight at the age of 15. I still vividly remember the day he was granted a sword from His Majesty.
I wonder what kind of sword it was. Your son, isn't he Felix?
Dead. He was killed 9 years ago in Dusker. All that returned of him that day were his sword and his armor. After it happened, I said something horrible to Felix. He's hated me ever since.
Yeah, he died like a true knight.
No matter how much
That's what he said.
The dead will never return. No magic in the world can bring them back.
Well, not in this game anyways.
Like a curse. The more they were loved, the tighter their hold.
We don't got any
The more suffering they caused.
Bifrost, Olm staff,
I
or
feel I am not a
Valkyria
strong
staff.
enough man to scold His Highness for his foolishness.
If we did, we probably wouldn't have any problems here. I know how you feel.
Since this war began, we've seen countless generals, soldiers, and citizens die. It never gets easier. Professor, I entrust the young prince and the future of Fargus to you.
This is unexpected. It's like you're saying you're going to die.
My apologies. You should know that I have no intention of insisting that you take back Ferdiat. All I ask is that you continue to rein in Dimitri's manic desire for revenge. Now then, we have received House Regan's consent. All that's left is for us to depart. If we make it through Gloucester territory and across the Great Bridge of Myrddin, we'll be in Empire territory. You are not afraid, are you?
I don't feel anything.
Yes. Such is war. I'm glad you were the one to lead the Blue Lion House, Professor. I mean that.
Who gets the extra faith rank? 2 unit back use of faith
I don't
rank.
want people thinking I'm vying for attention. But how loud is too loud?
But I get extra authority, so it's way
Who
fine.
knew I'd have an opportunity to show off my singing voice?
Demetrius accepted the battle gear of the Great Gear of King of Lions from Rodrigue and has obtained the certification for the Great Lord class. This is kind of what I expect him to be wearing in his upcoming, what's it called, Brave alt, if not something more like his dad. But he hasn't finished his High Lord yet.
Whatever it takes.
So we're gonna wait till he finishes that. Gonna pop these.
Hey, Ingrid.
See, we have the way of battles. Oh, we got that. Well, this will be the end of the video. I will see you next time. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and all that. And goodbye.